Hey everyone, welcome to AudioBox On Air. I'm so excited you're here with us today. This is your go-to place for fun stories, cool English tips, and moments that'll make you laugh, think, or maybe even tear up a little. Whether you're chilling at home or on the go, we've got something special for you. So grab your headphones, get comfy, and let's dive into today's episode. In the bustling halls of San Isidro High School, where the scent of jasmine drifts through open windows and laughter echoes in the courtyard, a field trip is about to change two students forever. This is a story of pride, redemption, and the unexpected strength found in unlikely friendships. The classroom buzzed with excitement as Miss Reyes, the teacher, clapped her hands to quiet the students. Listen up, everyone. For the field trip, we'll split into two groups for better management. Jude, you'll lead Group A, and Noland, you're in his group. Jude's face twisted in annoyance. He didn't want Noland, whom he considered weak-minded, dragging his group down. Noland sat silently, avoiding eye contact. His shoulders slumped under the weight of Jude's judgment. A week later, the yellow school bus rumbled toward Emberwall Mountain, its cliffs looming under a golden sunrise. Students chattered and sang, their voices mixing with the hum of the engine. Jude sat near the front, organizing his group's itinerary with precision, while Noland stared out the window, his face a mask of quiet unease, unnoticed by the cheerful crowd. That evening, the group trekked through a dense forest, the air thick with the scent of pine and damp earth. As night fell, the distant roars of wild animals sent shivers through the students. Panic erupted, and many scattered in different directions. Jude shouted, "Mark, Lisa, stay together!" He found most of his group, but Noland was missing. "That's what I've been saying," Jude snapped, his voice sharp with anger. "Noland's a burden. Let's leave him, or we'll all be in trouble." As the night deepened, rain began to pour, hammering the forest floor. The students huddled in their tents, the canvas flapping wildly in the wind. Ms. Reyes, her voice trembling, asked, "Where's Noland?" Jude shrugged, his tone cold. "No idea, ma'am. He's probably lost." Ms. Reyes's eyes widened with worry. "We'll search for him at first light," she said, her words barely audible over the storm. In the dead of night, a deafening crash jolted the students awake. Miss Reyes and Jude grabbed flashlights and stepped into the rain-soaked darkness. The beam of light cut through the downpour, revealing muddy paths and swaying trees. "Stay close," Miss Reyes called, her voice firm despite her fear. Suddenly, a roar of water echoed through the forest. A flash flood surged toward them, churning with debris. "Move to higher ground," Ms. Reyes shouted. Jude and the teacher herded the students uphill, their shoes slipping in the mud. The group reached a rocky outcrop, hearts pounding as the water roared below. The students clung to each other, terrified, as the floodwaters rose. Jude, who couldn't swim, tried to help his friend Mark, but the current was too strong. Both were swept away, tumbling through the icy water. Jude gasped, his arms flailing, as the flood pulled him under. The other students screamed, their voices lost in the storm. Jude's body caught on a tree vine, but the current tore him free, dragging him deeper. Ms. Reyes and the students cried out, helpless, their tears mixing with the rain as they called for help. Jude's vision blurred, his lungs burning as he sank beneath the water. Then, a strong hand gripped his wrist, pulling him upward. It was Noland, his face set with determination, hauling Jude to safety. Jude coughed, his eyes meeting Noland's, his arrogance replaced by shame and gratitude. Noland didn't stop there. With steady strength, he dove back into the water, rescuing Mark and guiding the group to safety. As dawn broke, the students, Ms. Reyes, and Jude thanked Noland, their voices thick with emotion. Jude, his voice breaking, said, "I was wrong about you, Noland. You saved us all." Noland smiled faintly, his quiet strength shining through. Back at school, Jude and Noland's friendship grew, built on respect and understanding. The cliff at Emberwall Mountain had tested them, but it also showed them what truly matters. Not grades or pride, but the courage to stand by each other. And so, in the halls of San Isidro High, a new story began, one of unity and growth. Let's talk about some easy phrases and grammar from the story that you can use every day. I'm going to explain them like we're just chatting. Super simple, okay? I'll highlight the important words in each phrase, tell you what it means, and show you how to use it in daily life. These will help you sound more natural when you speak English. First, there's the phrase, listen up. What does this mean? It's a way to say, hey, pay attention. It's like when you want your friends or family to focus on what you're saying. You use it in casual moments, like when you're with friends or classmates. For example, if you're planning a game, you might say, listen up everyone, we start in 5 minutes. In daily life, try it when you want to get a group's attention, like before sharing news or giving instructions. It's short and makes you sound confident. Next, we have, that's what I've been saying. This one's fun. It means you're saying, I was right all along. You use it when you've been repeating something and now everyone agrees with you. It's great for conversations with friends or family. For example, if you told your friend to bring an umbrella and it starts raining, you can say, see, it's raining. That's what I've been saying. In daily life, use this when you want to show you were correct about something, like in a friendly argument or when joking around. Now let's look at some grammar. The past continuous tense, like in the story when it said, the students were clinging to each other. What does this mean? It's used to talk about things that were happening for a while in the past. It's like painting a picture of the past. You use was or were, plus a verb with ing. For example, I was watching TV when my mom called. You can use this in daily life when telling stories, like, yesterday, I was walking to school and saw a dog. Try it when you're sharing what you did yesterday or last weekend. It makes your stories sound alive. Then there's the phrase, no idea. This is a super easy way to say, I don't know. It's very casual and perfect for quick answers. For example, if someone asks, where's my bag? You can say, no idea, maybe in the room? In daily life, use this when you're chatting with friends or family and don't know the answer to something. It's simple and sounds very natural. Another thing from the story is direct speech for emotions, like when the teacher said, move to higher ground. What does this mean? It's when you quote exactly what someone says to show their feelings, like if they're scared or excited. For example, you might say, stop, my brother shouted when I ran too fast. In daily life, use this when you're telling a story about something exciting, like, my friend said, hurry, the bus is leaving. It's great for making your conversations more interesting. Lastly, there's the phrase, I was wrong about you. This means You made a mistake about someone and now see them differently. It's a kind way to say sorry or show you've changed your mind. For example, if you thought a new friend was quiet, but they're actually fun, you might say, "I was wrong about you. You're really cool." In daily life, use this when you want to fix a misunderstanding or compliment someone. It shows you're kind and open. So, how can you practice these? Try saying them when you talk to friends or family. For example, use "listen up" when you start a group chat, or say "no idea" when someone asks you something simple. You can also write a short story using the past continuous tense to describe what you did yesterday. Watch English cartoons or videos to hear these phrases, and maybe repeat them out loud to get the hang of it. Keep practicing, and you'll sound like a pro in no time. And that's a wrap for today's episode of AudioBox On Air. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. It means the world to have you listening. If you loved today's story or picked up a new English phrase, share it with a friend or try it out in your next chat. Don't forget to follow us on AudioBox On Air for more stories and tips to make your English shine. Until next time,